go. Let me see. Let me see. We might be in business today. There. Hi, this is Down Home Crafty Things. I have been working on getting my box set up and my Nevo. I've had the awfulest time with my Nevo. Well, we figured out what the Nevo is. It has to be with Chrome. So if you have a Nevo or are going to get one, you have to go with Google Chrome. You can't go with the other. Because that's where my problem's been with my iPads. It wouldn't work. It'd only work on my phone. So today we're going to make You Make Me a Happy Camper. We're making this for a friend of mine. He's got a big Winnebago and he's going to give this to his girlfriend. I'm going to set the glue gun down there for right now. And I guess we'll just get busy. We're going to use the Unique in the Creek board. And all you have to do is to get, I think it's 10% off, is just put Down Home. Put Down Home in the box. I think that's what she told me. And you can get 10% off your boards at Down Home Crafty Things. No, Down Home at Unique in the Creek. This is the old board, and it's the old flyer board, but I'm going to go ahead and use it for putting this, my camper on. So, I'm going to do 10-inch poofs. So, and I've got the mesh roller from Susie's Ultimate Mesh Roller. And if you'll put Down Home in the box, I think you might get a discount there too. I'm new on all this. I am an affiliate, but if not, I know it might help me out just a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to take the zip ties, and there's two sides on the zip tie. There's a flat side and the side with the belly. You want the flat side to the sky, is what I've always said. So you take, and to start off, I'm going to take and put, I'm going to start it on the edge. Right here, I'm going to put in, I think what I'm going to do is do the outer. No, we'll do the inner first. If we need some poofs or something, we can do it on the outside. I'm going to use, there's 3 holes. I'm going to go in the middle one and come out with it. And it's easier if you will take and get your zip ties all put in these holes before you start. It's easier just to fasten. We're going to do some of the share hose. What I'm going to do here is use this outside. I won't be able to put that one in until we go around there, but I can put a few of these in. Like this. I just can't believe that I turned this on and it's working. I have, every time it takes me 4 or 5 hours to get this thing working, and I didn't know what it was. And from Lemon Drop, Casey, me and her worked on it the other day for probably 2 hours, and we got it going. She's the one that helped me get it going. So I was so tickled. But what I do on this first one is I will put it, I'll zip the first one and have the poof going this way, so this will be on the inside of the poof. I'll cut some of this off like this, Don't think you can see me, can you? Let's zoom down here where you can see. Okay, and then you clip your zip tie off, and you measure 10 inches and go to the next one, which what I'm doing, like I said, I'm going to put this on the outside. So we will put it, I'll lay it down, and I'll put this through here like this, and tighten it really tight. Now I always, to put tails on, I will go back and put, I'm using scissors, I'm going to dull my scissors, that ain't good. Snip that off. So see, in this hole is the shared hole. So then I'm going to go from there, and I'm going to do 10 more inches. And see, I've already got this one loaded, so all I have to do is just put this straight through here and click it. The other night I was watching Nick, and Nick showed how he took his Nebo on the stand and tilted it. He tied it on with a bungee cord. So I did the same thing, so maybe you all could see this better if you want to. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'll be more than happy to tell you what I'm trying to do anyway. You might have a better way of doing it. That's one thing about all of us in the Wreath community. Well, see there, I missed a place. Look, see how easy that was? I took it out, now I can fix it. Take my zip tie, put it in there, put this down, y'all. And you can either cut these off as you go, which what I think I'm going to do is wait. And then you take it and you go down, and you've got 10 more inches. And if this was loaded, I wouldn't have to be putting it in there. Just put it in the hole, put this down, and you zip it. Let me see, I can hardly see. Hi, Teresa. I'm glad you joined. I'm new at this. I've been doing wreaths for about 2 years, but I'm new at doing these lives. So I'm going to do the 10 inches, and I'm measuring on my mat here from this hole to the 10, and there I have right there is where the 10 is. And then I'm going to put my zip tie in the hole and down. And I zip tied. And it makes it so much easier coming off of this mesh roller. But see, I thought that this little sign would be so cute with this mesh. And I thought we'd go ahead and put black in the ribbon also to bring out that black in that sign. So now I'm going to do 10 more inches. And lift the board up, put your zip tie in, and then lay this down on it at the 10 inch mark, and then you zip it. Now, when you've got your mesh, you need this to be on the bottom. So when you are doing it, it will be at the bottom part. Excuse me. Then you take the zip tie, put it in the first hole. I didn't know if we'd need tails or if we'd need just pretty bow. Like I said, this is for a friend of mine. He ordered this for his girlfriend for his Winnebago. My ribbon's falling off. So, the zip tie in the middle hole on the ones where there's 3. Like I said, this is the old Unique in the Creek boards. And you just zip it. When you hear that, you know you're doing right. And then, like I said, I've got my hole right here on the 20. And then that'll be 10. And then I take this and I put it in there. And this is the one that, it's the 2 holes, so it's going on the side of the board. Strings. But I thought this mesh was so pretty. I got it at Craft Outlet, I'm thinking, is where I got it. If anybody's got any questions, all you have to do is ask. I'll try to answer them. You just pull it and see there's your poof. When I open them up, of course it's better to open them. I'm going to wait and open them on the ends, so then that way I will have them, all of them, all my zip ties cut off, and then I'll open them up. Trying to get it where y'all can see real good. So then you put this in there and put this on and you zip tie. The Unique in the Creek, I'm going to start doing some flowers. I've ordered my mesh to do all the flowers. My carrot wreath, which is in the back here, I put it on Etsy, and I've sold 2 of them so far, and I've ordered from Michael's 24 more sets of tulips so that I can make more, because I just love them. I love my carrot wreath, and I love messing with the florals. So you take this, well, I can't get it to go in there. Well, that thing come out again. One more time. This and up. Do it like this. I'm going in every hole, but when we get on the inside, I probably will go every other. So I measure 10, get the zip tie, and I just zip it up. It was a pretty day out there today. It's been raining here all week. It's been flash flooding, I call it. My little dogs get so wet, they don't like going outside. Let me see, have we got that? We got everything to see it. Take this and you just put it in the hole. Like I say, I've had so much trouble on my Evo because I couldn't get it going. Finally got it going, and I was just so tickled. And then I got my package in from Damon yesterday, and I should have opened it where you all could see. Let me see, I got string, just a little string. His sample box that he if you get on the list and you get it every month. You get one every month, and he puts all kinds. It had like 9 rows of ribbon, maybe 10 rows of ribbon, and it'd be all the spring ribbon what we'll use this year. Which one of them will be Sharon, and the other one won't. But I use the hose when I put my ribbons in. I share with them. Let's see, there's 10. Oh no, my computer's not plugged up, I don't think. Let me see. It's about to go dead over here. No, it's not. There, I got the juice back to it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to look. Let's check and see on how this is going to look. I'm going to put a row. I'm going to do it on this outside row on the inside. We'll need. So we do the 10. And do it like, I'm going to try this. I'm not really sure how we're going to do this yet. So I think we're going to do it. Let me see. Let's tie this and see what it looks like. Let's go around here and cut all these little, so I can open the poops up, so then we can see what I need to do next. And everybody happy it's Friday. My friend Lisa, she's going to be going on tonight. And I don't know, I might be back late tonight, because it is Friday night. I need to, I've got another order for another bunny rabbit. And I've got the ears made right here. And I need to get that one made, so I might do it tonight late. About 10 or 11 o'clock maybe. And let me see, get them off. Alright, now what I'm going to do is open these poops up. To see how much, if that's the spot we need to put these, or if we need to go in that. I didn't put this one. If we need to go in another area. Is anybody going to the Crafters Convention? I've got my ticket. And then I'm going to go to the, I think the first thing is, where is it? I'm going to is this Spring Floral Workshop. And I think that is in Louisiana. And there's going to be Terry Marshall, Damon Oates, Scott Waterman, Clee, Amy, Rhonda, Lisa. There's going to be several there. So I'm going to that. And that is, let's see, April 20th. But then April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I'm going to Gatlinburg, because Jackie is having a Wreath retreat in Gatlinburg. So going down there, Emily that paints the signs is going to be there. Several people is going to be there. So that should be a good trip. And then going to Gatlinburg, who doesn't want to go to Gatlinburg? But me and my little dog Bella is going to be doing a lot of traveling this year, because we're going to go to Louisiana, and let's see, we're going up to the craft convention in June. And then, yeah, it's the end of June. And then in the 1st of August, we're going to Louisiana to the Wreath Makers Live. And then in September, we're going to New York because they're having a wreath gala there. And Scott Waterman is one, and Nick, I can't say his last name, Calico, I think's his last name. He's going to be a presenter, and Lori from Unique in the Creek, she's going to be a presenter. Let's see, now, have I got all this? And then I'm going to look at this, and then I just see if I need any more, which I'm going to do every other. I think it could stand to be every other, as my good friend Monkey Creation says. So I need to get my mesh and get it all turned back around here, because I've got it callywockled there. I'll put these every 10, and I'm just going to put it on the inside holes. So it's like it's every other is the way I'm going to do it. It's every other. It would be easier if I'd load my zip ties. Well, I'll put that one up there. I'm going to take this one out and move it down. See, if you were on a character board, you wouldn't have those holes in the middle. You would just have these on the sides, which I've got a lot of these flyer boards are the older ones, and I like to use them because when I'm putting things on, it just gives me more holes to play with. I love my boards. So, let me see, how much mesh we've got plenty of mesh. We're going to do every hole like we did a while ago. We're going to hit every one of them on the inside. Make it really full. But I do know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and load our zip ties in here so it will be faster. I'll go ahead and load these zip ties on the inner holes right in here. You can do this on the new ones, or you can do it on the old ones. I realize a lot of people don't have these old boards. The holes are just turned the opposite direction, if you do have any of the old boards. But I got used to using the old boards, and the new boards makes it a whole lot easier. She done really, really good when she turned them holes. Let me see here. Here we go. And there's 16 on the outside and 16 on this. I'm just loading the hose. And then after I get them all loaded, it'll be easier to go and just zip them in. And that's something that you learn when you start making these boards. These boards are so easy that you can just do anything. Some people think that these intimidate them, and I look at it. We had the wire that has 3 or 4 in a circle, and we figure out what to do with it. Well, this just has holes in it, so we figure out what to do with it. And I love them. I can't wait to get to see Lori and Dave again. I got to, and Miss Monkey from Michelle from Monkey's Creations. I can't wait to see her. And you get to where Holly, there's a lot of people I got to meet at Crafters Convention, and I can't wait to get to see everybody again. It's just kind of like a family reunion is what I think it's like. You get used to seeing them, and then you talk to them on Facebook, and the Wreath the Wreath thing is so much fun. Hi, Michelle. I'm talking about you, Michelle. How are you doing? I got this all mixed up again. Alright, I'm going to do 10 inches. And I'm going to go on the inside now. My poofs are 10 inches. And this is one of the old flower boards. And I'm not real good at, on the inside I measure, but you can kind of eyeball it. Or that's kind of how I do it. You can hardly see my computer. How is Miss Michelle today? Do you have the grandbaby? I can't wait to get to see you all in Crafters Convention. I don't guess you're going to go to Louisiana, or it's Vivian, I think, for in April. I didn't ever find out if Lori was going or not, but I hope so I can see everybody. I know in New York she's taking her daughter, so that'll be a good, that's good. So we'll get to meet part of the family there. And let me see how much easier it is when you've got your zip ties in. You can just go right around and zip them in. Are you going? Good. I was hoping you'd go, Michelle. So we all can get together again. You all are very sweet people. I sold my carrot this morning on Etsy, so my day started out really good. So then I turned around and I placed an order to Michael's to get some more carrots, or some more tulips to make carrots. And let me see. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I'm going to have enough, and I am. So I thought if I wasn't, I can do every other hoe with the poofs. And I use two, sometimes I put 3 zip ties in one hoe. It doesn't really matter. You can't see it, and it looks good anyway. So I'm just putting it on the inside. Yes, the tulips are still on sale. They're on sale for $2 a bunch. And I ordered mine online. I ordered 24. And they're gonna, if you get $59, I think it is, you get free shipping. So I just went ahead and got the free shipping because I ordered 24 bunches because I need to make a couple more of the carrots. Almost to the edge. I had made this guy a fishing reef with the Unique in the Creek, and it was really cute. It had the little truck. But now On the tulips, the thing about it, I was going to get some that was coral and orange, I think it was, or peach and orange. And they were all of that, but they still had the yellow and orange. So I was tickled that I could still get that many. Now they said the store had the other color, but it's like a 45-minute drive for me to go to a Michael's store. We don't have anything like that here in Litchfield. Let's take this off. There we go. There. We'll be cutting this off here in just a minute. Can't hardly see what I'm doing down in here. Got so much going. That was the last toe. That's why. So, you just take, and what I'm going to do is just take and you go down in there and you just cut it. I'm going to cut it up here, like that. And then what I'm going to do, what I usually do, is I'll put this inside the poof. So I'm going to cut this zip tie that I did. And I'm going to turn this inside like this. And that way then it gives it a finished look. And the edges are on the inside. You have 2 with 15 minutes from me. Well, which one's this by you? Might have to look into that. Because I've only heard of those. I haven't heard of all of them. Aren't you in Texas, Michelle? Now, I'm going to go around here before I open these and just cut all the zip ties. And then I'll open them. And I'm going to, I've already put a piece on the back of that sign. I got that at Hobby Lobby, my camper. This thing keeps doing this. I need an easel is what I'd like to have. I don't have one of those yet. My stepson made me a flower tree. Like Damon has that Sylvia made for him. I put all his florals in. And I love it. It's about 7 foot tall though. And it has 62 little trash cans on it, so it holds lots of flowers. Michael's. Oh, okay, Michael's and Joanne. Well, see, I don't have any of those next to me. I have to drive to out of town. It's an hour one way that way, and it's an hour the other way. About 45 minutes the other way. So now I'm just opening up the poofs. This mesh is really pretty. Opening up all these little poofs. And this will fit in between a screen door. That's the good thing about these. But now I do like, I'm kind of like you, Michelle. I love to make those great big wreaths. The big thick ones. That's what I put on my front door. Now I put these on my back door. And then on my garage door that you come into the house, I have a unique in the creek. Because if I make them too big, people gets caught by them when they're walking in the entranceway, so they don't like it. So, okay, back got them all open. Let's see here. Yep. I love doing poops on these boards. Go big or go home. That's right, Michelle. Because on these Unique in the Creek, you really kind of have to watch it because you can make them big too. If you want to make the hooks bigger, I'm about to got around here. I couldn't believe that today I didn't have a bit of problem with my Mevo at all. Okay, so here, this is what it looks like. It's a pretty color. I don't know what happened over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this in the middle. This is what I'm going to do with it. So it'll be setting something like this. I might end up putting another block on it so that it won't be down in there. Let me see. What did I do with that other block? I don't know. I'll have to find it. It's laying here somewhere. But I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put some zip tie or some ties on it before we put our little camper. I'm just going to put them on the outsides. On the outside of the hose. See how the back looks? They're going to put Velcro on the back of this to hang it in their RV. So, I've cut ribbons. I think they might have fell on the floor. Some of them did fall on the floor. But I'll get them. I went ahead and brought some black out because I thought, well, boy, that'd be pretty with black on it. And I will be using more zip ties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here on this side. I'm going to take, I cut these 14. Damon, in our box, we got this. And it's a 13 and a 14 where you can measure your tails. So I thought that was kind of neat that he put those in our box this time. Then I take my ribbon and I bring it up like this. And then I just scrunch it. Scrunch it, scrunch it. And there, right there is where that zip tie is. Like I said, it's on the outside. Gotta make sure my hearts are right. And I'm just gonna put this. Let me get it in the hole. I'm just gonna put this. I have to look in like that. And let me see what this looks like. Something like that. I think that'll look right. This one's doing pretty good. I mean, this one's pretty thick. Or this one's, let's see. Well, this one's going to be 6 inches without the sun on it, so it's probably going to be about 8 inches. And then, let's see, here's this. I was going to do the red. And this is I Love You ribbon. Hi, Sharon. It's my sister-in-law. Her birthday was yesterday. And happy birthday to you, Sharon. And Susan. Joint. Let's see. So, we're going to take this and we'll just scrunch it. And I'm going to go in this next one. Right up here. just going to lay these down in here. Like I said, I'm going over same zip ties. It doesn't matter how you, because you can't see them. Where's my little, oh, there they are. There's my cutters. I shouldn't even fool with these ribbons until in a little bit. But what I'm going to do is go in and out with these ribbons. Is what I think I'm going to do. This thing keeps moving. One of these days I'm going to figure this Nevo out. Let's see, let's go there. And go in there. There. And we'll do the black and the hearts. Take and put those together and fold them. So you get them in the half. Like this. And then just take and scrunch them. And then when you, after you get them in there, you just take and you, because the wired ribbon will let you have their tails to go anyway. And I don't know if my bot's working or not. I did make an attempt to set it up. That's another thing I'm going to have to work on. I'm cutting these as we go because I'll lose them. Then you just straighten it out like this so you can see your poofs, or see your ribbons. I don't know. It's gone crazy on me again. I don't know if it's quit on me or not. Has it froze up on me again? I don't know if it did or not. I think it did. I think it did. Let me see. Did it freeze up? I think it froze up on me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to get this all figured out before it's over with. I don't know why it has to freeze up and do the things it does, but it does. Okay, let's put this one here. We need the pink and the red. Oops. The pink and the red now. Howdy, Susan. Let's see. Just take and do this like this. Scrunch it. And then we go down here and we try to find, there it is. And there it is. Zip tie it. You just cut ribbon off. And then you'll fix your ribbons better once you get it all done. Because when it comes to these ribbons and bows, you can foo-foo and foo-foo. Isn't that looking pretty? Oh, I like it. Let's see. Now let's go with the black. I thought the black, because that camper had just a little bit of black in it. You just fold these, and then I just scrunch it together. And I gotta go figure out which hole we're putting it in this time. We're gonna put it kind of like this outside hole here. I'm going in and out so that the ribbons will be in both places. You can see. This is the one that I need to put it through this way because I've got to go inside that. That's one of them that I done the poof and I turned it inside out so that you couldn't see the fray, so it wouldn't fray. I don't like fraying wreaths. That's one thing that gets on my nerves is when they fray. You cut this like that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I like it like that. There we go. We'll eventually get around here. All my zip ties are flying everywhere. And so, now this goes right in there. You have to dig to find them. You can use wire ties and open them up and put them back in. I just use the zip ties because it's easier for me. And they last good. They don't rust on your ribbon. So I kind of like it. Sharon, did you have a good birthday? Do it like that. And then we'll eventually get around here. I was trying to figure out if we was going to put a bow on it. We probably are. We always need a bow. Some of my ribbons are on the floor on the other side of the table. They fell. Some of the black. These. They've got so many pretty ribbons now. But I can't wait. I think I'm going to do a live when I make the next carrot because I don't use a frame. This is the carrot. Let me see. Can I move it? Move it over here. That's my carrot. I'm really proud of it. And you don't have to use a frame or anything. You just use the tulips to make it. But that one I'm going to be shipping. Because it's sold this morning on Etsy. So I'm going to take it to the post office tomorrow. Go. Now to the next one, which is here. What I'm doing is going on in and out on these because I'm only going to make one row of the ribbons. Since I'm only making one row, I'm going in and out. Where normally on a wreath, what you would do is, that wire is sticking out at. You put a roll on the inside and a roll on the outside. But I think this is only going to need the one. But if it does need it, we'll put another one on there. but I think one's going to be enough for it. There we go. I gave my little Bella a bath today. She didn't like it either. I told her she's a little white dog, needs to be bathed. She's rotten as to the core. Of course, we wouldn't have her any other way, I don't think. She's downstairs with my husband right now. I get so tickled. She's real funny about eating. But if she thinks one of the other dogs is going to get it, she's going to eat it. And I'm going to have to go over there on the other side and get the rest of my ribbons that I dropped. But we're over halfway done on it. That's pretty good. I haven't decided if we're going to put a bow. I think we need a bow. I think we might need a bow. Well, I might as well do it. I've been dreading it. I gotta get up and get the rest of my ribbons that fell on the floor over there. So let me get my ribbons. Four. And I'm gonna lay my carrot wreath out here so y'all can see it. I'm proud of it. Can you see it? But then you're not going to be able to see this one. Well, this is my carrot wreath. And, like I say, I made it with just, didn't use a frame. So I'm really proud of it. I hate to see it go. That's why I ordered more tulips. Because I need one. But there's so many wreaths. When you're making wreaths all the time, you need all of them. Or I think I need all of them. But you can't hang them everywhere. I'll be glad when we start having craft fairs so we can get out and be outside. I like being outside. It makes you feel better. Or I think it makes me feel better. I've got about 4 different deliveries coming in this week. And then I'm going to start selling ribbon and mesh on my Etsy page. If I can get good deals from my supplier. And that's what I'm working on, is getting good deals from my supplier. I thought I might make kits. Start making kits up. Okay, now, right here. I didn't know, I knew, usually, I don't have that many people on my lives when I'm doing it, but then they get a lot. Everybody watches the replays. So, you can still share and like whenever you're on the replays. And I go back and look at the comments. So if there's something that you don't know and you want to know, I will text you back or email you back and answer your question, whatever you need. I have a friend that just started making signs, and I'm looking forward to that because she's doing really pretty signs too. I've got to go up there and get mine and start using them. Let's see. We're almost done on this. Tails take so long, I think. Whether it's one of these wreaths or the other, it still takes a long time, I think. Let me see something. I'm going to go ahead and skip this one over since I've got it in my hand. I'm gonna jump over. Yes, I love being out on the back deck. And how are you, Felicia? I haven't seen you in so long. I guess the last time I seen you, you had your first baby, I think. It was a little boy. How old is he now? 'Cause it's been a while. But I do miss you. You used to live, might be in this bedroom that I'm in up here. I'm upstairs. Now, I gotta go back and get this one. I've got a good husband. He's down there doing dishes right now. I hear him emptying the dishwasher. Can't get no better than that, can you? Felicia, you know how good old Danny is. Can't beat him. I don't know what I'd have done without him. We've been through a lot together. He loved my kids just like they were his, and when I lost mine, I lost my son April 12th, 2017, and that's been pretty hard. So I made his room my craft room. This used to be his room. Okay, we got a few more of these. There we go, right there. And then we can put the camper on. I know, I miss you. You need to come and see me. I don't have kids no more. You used to be my daughter, or I went to court and tried to get you to be my daughter anyway. I miss you. I miss all of you. We used to ride four-wheelers and rhinos and gators and mules. I can't remember what all we've had. We've had a little bit of everything, I think. How many kids do you have, Felicia? And how old is your little boy? Your oldest one. We're coming around the corner. 2 more and we got these done. I think I got zip ties falling. I think this would be pretty. I hope it turns out really good it's for my friend's girlfriend. For Valentine's Day. I've made several cute ones. My Etsy page is Down Home Crafty Things. That's where you can go and find them. Let's see. You've got 3 kids. The oldest one's 11. The middle one's 7. Oh, and you got a little girl, 14 months old. Oh, I bet you could just spoil the far out of her. Brad has a little girl that's a little over a year old, but I don't ever really get to see her. I haven't seen her that much. He don't come home like he used to. Let's see, it needs to be this color. Well, so she was 14 months old. That sounds so sweet. So she's walking now. Let's see, there it is. We did used to have some good old times back in the old days, didn't we, Felicia? I'd still take you as mine. 'Cause I really don't have kids no more. Mine died. There we go now. Get this one off. There we go. There's how that looks. And here's the top. The ribbons made it look pretty. Let me see. I think my camera needs to back up or something. There that is. Okay. And then it's going to go in here like this. That's how that's going to go. And I think I might need a bow. What do you think? Think we need a bow? Oh, did it freeze? I think it froze again. Yep, it did. So now I'm going to put a bow on it. And let's see. Here's the top. There, like that. We'll do it like that. We'll put us a big old bow on there. And I'm going to put one up here. That'll be good. That's what I'm going to do. Put a bow on it. Just going to make a hand bow. Now this. Here. Wait just a minute. Let me fix the camera. Like this. Hope I didn't make nobody drunk. Sorry. Let me move the light back up here. There. There. Now you can see the whole table since we got that done. There. And make my bow. This is I love you. And I think I'm going to make my tails 8 inches. So the tails will be 8 inches on this one. Twist. And then you take this. We'll make that like 7 inches, the bow, that one. This down in here. And you twist. One thing I hate about ribbon, but this is going to be alright because we'll be able to read it with the way they've got it. Some of the time when they letter them, you can't really, let's see, 7 inches. Yeah. We're going to do 7-inch loop. And then we bring it over here and we twist. Another 7 inches. And then I think we could put 4 bows, 4 loops on this one. Hi, Dave. And you take and do this like this. And twist. This ribbon's kind of thin. Wires are good in it though. That's one good thing. The wire is good in it. Okay, now we're going to make this one the same length. And cut it off. And put this out here like this. I'm going to get me a camera where you can see down. So you can see what I'm doing here. Like that. And I want to put black in it. I was wondering about putting polka dot. But I think I'll just stick with the straight black. I'm going to make them 8-inch tails too. So you put this in here and you twist. I'm going to make these bows 6 inches. Or these loops 6 inches. So down there. I'm going to have to get me one through the Pro Bow, the hand. She has them. Regina Seller has a new one out. And I need to call and ask her about being an affiliate and getting one, pushing them, using it. Try to get it out there so everybody can see it. I love Regina Seller. She is the sweetest one woman. She's the one that invented the Pro Bow, which that's not what I'm using right now. I think that black is just going to make it pop, is what it's going to do. I hope. We'll see. Hi, Miss Lori. I'm using a Unique in the Creek board. But we're making a ribbon right now. And I finally got my Nevo working. So now I'm going to put this ribbon, twist. And let's see, like this. We're going to make this ribbon, 5 inches. And 5 inches on this side. And 5 inches on this side. Lori, what I need is a Dave so that he can keep everybody entertained. But you're going to have a busy summer. I can't wait to get to go and see the falls. Niagara Falls in New York. Can't wait to go there. And let me see, that goes up that way. So then this tail goes down this way. And that is it. Let's see. One of these are long, I know. I'll just get one that is. Plan on this summer, I'm planning on doing a lot of traveling. I'll be going to Louisiana twice, because I'm going to do that one that Scott and all of them are going to. Okay, we just lift this up like this, and then we just turn it. Oops. Let me see, I better take one of these big tusks. I'm going to put it in the board. Let me see here. Well, I almost made it too tight where I can't get it in there. There, I got it. Scratch it, and I'll do this. Okay, now, let's bring this back up. Put that back up there. Now, this is what it looks like. And I'm thinking we're going to put it right here. I'm thinking that's where this bow needs to be. Then it's, and then we can just make the tails go that way. So let me see here. I don't want it to go down too, I want it, let me see. There. I'm going to take another one because I want to make sure where I put this in here. see. Like that. And let's see here. Oh no, that's the wrong end. Oops. Yeah. There it is. Now, where's the other side of this bow? Let's get it down in the hole. I am making this look hard, and it ain't. It's easy. It's just I've got so much mesh. You like my bunny gnome? I have sewed about 4 of those. I don't know where that goes. Where's the other end of this ribbon? Here. There. It's right there. Right? Gotta find, there it is. There's a zip tie right there. I've got used to using Unique in the Creek. I can't hardly do anything but Unique in the Creek because I love the boards. But I'm still using my old boards. I'm going to have to break out my new ones. I did order some. We are going to be having a class at Hobby Lobby. And I think it's going to be on a flower. I'm supposed to go up and talk to them about it. That would be really neat. See how many people they expect. I think it'll be in, it's going to be between my trips is all I know. 'Cause I'm planning on being gone a lot this summer. At least once a month. Let me see here. There's that towel there. This roll is just a little bit. I'm rolling these. I haven't got my St. Patrick's Day gnome made yet. Hi, Roy. Let me see, I about got it. I'm a-rolling them. And I think there she be. What do y'all think about that? I think that's cute. And I made it with Unique in the Creek. See the back? And here's the front. And I'll have this on my Etsy page. No, I won't. This one's done sold. This was an order. But now, later on tonight, probably about 11 o'clock, I'm going to be on, and I'm going to make the bunny rabbit, which is this one, at about 11 tonight. I'm going to do a late night. But here we go. If you don't care to like and share, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Be blessed.